Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Hannah.
Are you ready to talk about?
I didn't know we were doing this.
This is not scripted, so I'm just going to bring you surprises all throughout this video. We do not plan what we're going to talk about ahead of time, which is why we kind of fumble through what we're saying a lot. But we are here to say some words about round two.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Now we are going to not go through every single pairing because it's kind of a lot because we only made one video for the whole thing. So we're just going to talk about the things that were most interesting to us.
Yes, we already talked about every single one of these birds once. So we're just going to talk about things that stand out, which are these things. So we could remember what we wanted to talk about, but I don't know what you're going to say.
Right. We intentionally did not reveal what we were going to talk about
to each other, which we haven't been doing because we want to be surprised with each other's ridiculous ideas. Okay. So what are we going to talk about first? So these are the results. We're calling this round two because here was round one. And then now here's round two. And then these are the results. So that means we have it narrowed down to the Sweet 16
coming up,
which we will be voting on next. So we want to say a few words about some of the most notable wins and losses. Are you ready, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay. Atlantic Puffin, Audouin's Gull up first. What do you think? Oh,
no, that's the upcoming pairing is Atlantic Puffin, Audouin's Gull because the Atlantic Puffin won over the main duck.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can tell that the Atlantic Puffin won because we put the pie chart next to the winner. So it wasn't a big blowout here.
No, but I'm excited for the Atlantic Puffin because I think of the way that I play Wingspan being so different from most other people's because a lot of other people love the tucking game and the main duck is I think the symbol of the tucking besides the chiff chaff maybe, and the Atlantic Puffin came through.
Yeah, I love that the Atlantic Puffin won. I think it's a fantastic bird. I will say the main duck, I'm starting to play it a little more. I'm starting to be a little more excited about it because you get to duck 3 cards and gain a wheat.
I know.
It's a pretty amazing card, but so it had strong showing, but I'm glad the Atlantic Puffin won.
Yes. I played it in a game today.
Yeah, you did.
Yes. We've already played 2 games of Wingspan today, FYI. We are approaching our 1000th game. I think we're like 996.
About a week away, probably.
So we have to celebrate. We don't know what we're going to do yet. Probably we're going to play Wingspan. Okay. So what is next?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. So Little Penguin.
No. This is a heartbreak for me.
I want to say that perhaps my enthusiasm for the Little Penguin inspired people to vote for it because it did really well. I didn't think if Little Penguin was going to win beyond round 1.
I didn't think the Little Penguin would beat the bush tit, which was one of the most amazing birds in the whole game. I can't believe it. I'm speechless. The bush tit is so versatile. Star nest, tons of eggs. I mean, I will like take a special turn to get the bush tit out of the deck if it's in there and I want it. And I wouldn't do that. Out of the tray, yes. And I wouldn't do that for the Little Penguin.
I would.
Yeah.
Well, this is why I think maybe the Little Penguin is doing well.
Okay.
That the Little Penguin, like I said in that first video, it has the potential to just be phenomenal. Right? It has the potential to get you just an amazing amount of points. And I think people love that idea, even if most of the time that is not what happens.
So we're seeing a pattern in novelty over utility.
Uh-oh, there's an alarm.
Oh, hold on, let me turn it off.
Oh my God. Yes, I think that's right.
Novelty over utility. Okay, and maybe our dog wants to join the Wingspan.
Want to come into the Wingspan game?
Okay.
Video. Okay.
Okay. We've just got 100-pound puppy. He's going to join the Wingspan game. Okay. Okay. I might not edit this out because I don't know if I have the patience to edit this stuff anymore. Okay, here we go. Even though we're having a great time.
Yes.
We had a busy weekend, so sorry we're a little late on the video. It does.
A lot.
Okay, so I want to say a few words about some of the things I am just proud of, some of the little birds I'm rooting for, including the common nightingale, which beat the lesser whitethroat, which I don't think of as being 2 particularly strong birds, but they're just, the common nightingale has made it into the Sweet 16, and I just want to give the common nightingale a shout out.
Kind of surprising.
Yes, that's rad. Also, red-legged partridge coming through. Also a 1-pointer that costs 3 wheat. So it's kind of expensive, but it is
But
demonstrating.
I think like the little penguin, it's got the potential.
No, the red-legged partridge gives you the eggs every time. The little penguin lets you down again and again and again.
Okay, you make a good point.
Okay.
But it doesn't always work out that way, that you get a ton of eggs with a red-legged partridge.
Yeah, you have to have it lined up.
You have to
right.
have the game working in a certain way. But if you do, it can get you a lot of eggs. So I think maybe it does still kind of go into that category of something that potentially is big payout.
Yeah.
Even though doesn't always get you there.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe that's why it's holding out. And then chipping sparrow.
Yeah.
Beat the white-bellied sea eagle. I am proud of that chipping sparrow. It's a 1-point bird and it beat a really strong 7-point bird. And I think it's because it's cheap to play and it gives you an egg and it's versatile.
Yeah.
So why didn't the bush tit win?
Well, I don't know. I will say that I generally vote for whichever one I'm most excited to see come up into the tray. That's sort of how I'm judging these.
Okay.
And I am more excited about seeing the white-bellied sea eagle come up in the tray. However, I just in a recent game got the chipping sparrow in my opening hand and played that sucker, and it really helped.
Oh,
me
you
have
had a
good game.
140-point game.
Yeah,
it was good.
It just provided the eggs that just let me play most of the cards in round 1 and round 2, and it was really helpful. So
Yeah.
I support that win. It was a solid win.
You had a good game with the chipping sparrow. Nice. Oh, we would like to say today we each of us had a raven today in our games.
Yeah.
And neither of us won with the raven. It's just not enough. Just saying. Okay. What is coming next? Oh, this was a surprise to both of us.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we live in the world where Anna's hummingbird beat the blue throat, but the bush tit didn't win? I feel like this is what I would have expected from the bush tit and little penguin, because the blue throat one is an amazing bird. And honestly, I don't remember what I voted for. I think I voted for the hummingbird in the end, but the blue throat, it's expensive, but you get 7 points from it, and you get one food of any choice.
Yeah.
So I thought the blue throat would be a much stronger competitor against Anna's hummingbird than like the little penguin versus the bush tit. I just thought that was a clear win.
I have a hypothesis.
Okay.
Or a thought.
Okay.
Is it possible that some people are playing this game who are our game, not Wingspan, but are playing the March Madness Wingspan, that have not played the expansions, and so they're only voting for cards they know?
Oh, no. I mean, so few people are voting. Like, we're just getting like 100 or so people voting. I imagine that the people who are voting have played all of them, because
I imagine that too. But what if that's not true?
Oh,
what if some people, like our friends Tom and Amy, wanted to participate? And
shout out to Tom and Amy. Hey, Tom and Amy.
Haven't actually played. Well, they played with the European expansion, but they haven't played with Oceania. So is it possible that then they would go through and so is it possible that we're getting a few extra votes for some of the like original game birds?
Oh, that is an interesting idea. And I guess we'll never know the answer, but it's an interesting idea. Okay. What is next? Okay. We want to just leave it off by saying, what is going to happen with our friend, the common raven? We all know the ravens are formidable. Beat the kakapo by a lot.
Kakapo, super strong bird, but no surprise, the common raven won. So when we set up this game, we made the comment like, oh, is it just going to be a common raven win? And maybe it is, but I'm curious. Is it actually going to go all the way? I mean, I'm more and more thinking it's not necessarily my top bird. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm curious.
I know. I feel compelled to try to talk about ways it might get beat, because it has just been considered a number one bird for so long. And maybe I'm like rooting for an underdog, but like straight up, if we get the common raven, we're going to play it every time.
It's true. But okay, so we just had 2 losses. Hannah had one with common raven, or actually it was
Chihuahua and Raven.
And I had 1 loss with Chihuahua and Raven as well. And then maybe a few games ago, I actually had the perfect combo of common raven and killdeer, and I still only had a mediocre.
You had
game.
An okay game. It was like 120s.
Fine. Yeah, it was in the 120s.
Yeah. So okay, so let's look ahead. Okay, so one, we want to invite everyone to vote for the Sweet 16 by this Wednesday, at 9 p.m. And I just want to take a minute to look at the Sweet 16 to think about what is coming up. So the Common Raven is going up against the Common Chiff Chaff. So we have Food versus Tucker. I think that will be interesting. Also, the Outowin's Goal versus the Atlantic Puffin. I have been impressed with the Outowin's Goal.
That has gotten this far.
No, yes, but it's also doing so consistently well. Maybe it's just been paired with weaker birds. I don't know, but I'm excited to see Outowin's Goal versus Atlantic Puffin. I don't know what's going to happen.
You know, the bird, we didn't talk about this, but the bird I'm surprised is still in the Sweet 16 is the Spangled Drongo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was also against the Lazuli Bunting, which I would say is probably a slightly weaker bird, but Galah versus Spangled Drongo. I'm excited to see that one too. Oh, Northern Mockingbird versus Chipping Sparrow. That's going to be a heartbreak either way. I don't know what I'm going to vote here for you. I'm going to have to think about that.
Yeah, there's some tough ones.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a few blowouts, but we'll see. You
Obviously,
never know. It's surprising.
I don't know. We always think something will blow out. Like I just thought the Bush Tit was a clear winner and it didn't win. So we shall see. Thanks to all y'all for playing with us. And we'll be back next week to talk about what's next. The Elite Eight. Okay.